Well, it's Monday. You know what that means? It's movie time. Our resident movie reviewer, Matt Perrin, hit the theaters for Blake Lively's new drama, The Age of Adeline. Here's his take.
Welcome to another Monday. I still have my new set, but I had to switch chairs. And as comfortable as the other one may have been, it just didn't work for the shot. Speaking of sacrificing comfort for my craft, for the second time this month, the major new release this weekend was a chick flick. So I sucked it up, headed to the theater, and here's my take on The Age of Adeline. Our film begins in present day. We see a young woman purchasing fake documentation in order to change identities. She works at the San Francisco Library, and as she sits down to watch some old newsreels, we learn the backstory of her life. Her name is Adeline Bowman, and she was born in 1908. Adeline, played by Blake Lively, grew up in the early 1900s in San Francisco. She lived a normal life, was married with a child, and then tragically lost her husband. Late one night, driving to pick up her daughter, there is a freak weather occurrence causing a car wreck that results in her never suffering the effects of time. As the film progresses, we see her backstory as the years pass and people start to become curious about her age-defying ability. Eventually, the FBI grab her, but she manages to escape and starts her new life process of changing her identity and relocating every 10 years. Back in present time, as the 10-year mark nears, as expected, a wrench is thrown into the works as she meets a man who seems incapable of being rebuffed. With one exception, Adeline has never gotten close to anyone other than her now elderly daughter in order to keep her secret. But as she finds herself ever drawn to this man, her decades-long method of existence becomes more complicated and questionable. Another log is thrown onto the fire of confusion when she goes on a weekend retreat to his parents and finds a man she was close to 40 years prior. With the risk of her secret being exposed, true life decisions must be considered and ultimately made. So, I would have to say this is truly a timeless love story. Eh? Timeless? Because she doesn't age? Alright, the joke's not funny when I explain it, I know, but in all seriousness, the movie does drag through the first half. The nostalgia is nice, there's moments of sweetness, but in my opinion, the movie really doesn't take off until Harrison Ford enters the picture. That may be because I'm partial to him and he's my favorite actor in the movie. But what's scary is that he's really good at acting old and confused, so I'm truly hoping that that's not what he's like all the time now. My summation of the movie is basically that it's Highlander for women. You know, minus all the violence and decapitations. It would have been cool, though, to see Blake Lively run out and scream, "There can be only one." Wishful thinking, right? I think the movie would be an excellent date movie, especially if the woman loves Blake Lively, because this is a role that she has never really played before. Anyway, this has been your Monday Movie Musing. Christy, back to you.
All right, thanks, Matt. Well, up next, your 7-day forecast. Stay with us.